So you're wondering whether or not you should summon on this LR Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta and also Super Saiyan Trunks' banner, and I'm here to help you decide if it's worth it for you. But some people are very determined to pull this unit, so they are going to summon on this banner regardless. But if you still want to stick around and just hear my thoughts on the overall banner and the value of it, that's fine. You have the new units, this LR Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta and Super Saiyan Trunks, and then you have the AGL Goku Black. This being one of the best units in the game just because of their leader skill and the way their passive is, and their overall kit is just a very good overall kit. As the first slot unit, they guard all attacks. There's no other condition, like they will guard all attacks as the first slot unit. It's not for a certain amount of turns or anything like that, so that makes them pretty good. It's a very good option for things like Super Battle Road, Extreme Super Battle Road, and harder events like that where you do need to guard and have some defense. So on top of that, their 18 key is stacking attack and defense infinitely, so they can be potentially good for longer events. Their 12 key is raising attack and defense for 1 turn, which will be good for shorter events such as Super Battle Road, Extreme Super Battle Road. Red Zone's kind of a middle of the road type of event as far as length goes, so they would be very good in Red Zone. And they're leading one of the biggest categories in the game, which is bond of parent and child. If we look at it right here, the category itself is pretty big. As you can see here, we are scrolling down through all the typings and we're still in the URs. You have a lot of options right here. It is numerous options for team building and getting different characters that support, having different characters with different effects to create synergy, linking partners. It's overall just a great category to run. On top of that, you have the 7th anniversary LR Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta and Goku on there, and also the God Boys from the 7th anniversary. You have this worldwide celebration LR Carnival Goku. Crazy combinations here. Now you can see why a lot of people are very determined to summon for them. But if we take a look at the overall value of their Dokkan Festival banner here, I mean, you have this Goku Black, which he's a great support for Future Saga. It gives Future Saga category allies key +3 in attack and defense +40%. And he's raising attack and defense for 1 turn on super attack, and he's sealing the enemy's super attack. He has some pretty good effects. He's supporting Future Saga with a full 40% attack and defense and key +3. On top of that, he has the link skill Big Bad Bosses, which will make him that much better. This unit's looking really good, to be honest with you. As a banner support unit, obviously this unit's not going to be built to do tons of damage for the role that this Goku Black is in. He's already has what it takes to fulfill that role and then some. But beyond these 2 new units, you have some units that are decent. I mean, this tech Goku and Vegeta Angel / Gogeta is still pretty good to this day. This unit right here, the Blue Boys from the Tournament of Power, they still hold some value in the Joined Forces category. I wouldn't say they're useless, but they're not as useful as other units. So I would say they're middle of the road useful in certain situations. Their active skill is good, but it brings their defense way down low. And then this Gohan and Goten right here, they need an easy A. This Trunks and Goten, they fell off. These 2 right here, this Kale and Caulifla does stack an attack and defense infinitely, so they can be good for longer events. But other than that, they're not dealing a whole lot of damage. And defensively, they're not the best, but they still have some defense. Decent unit, but kind of fell off a bit. This unit is pretty terrible. I'm not gonna lie. I've used her quite a bit, and she doesn't deal a whole lot of damage, and she doesn't have a lot of defense. Nor does she guard or anything like that. The only thing this unit would have going for her is her dodging. But other than that, it's pretty lackluster. This Goku right here, the Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken Goku from the Tournament of Power, he's probably coming up on his easy A in the next year or so. He's been out for about 3 years. He's been power crept plenty of times. And then this Goku Black definitely needs an easy A and is just absolutely atrocious. And I can say that from experience. I've used him. He raises defense infinitely, which makes you think he might be good for longer events. But the thing is, he doesn't stack defense fast enough. It's kind of crazy. You really don't have a lot of value on this banner other than the 2 new units on this banner. So keep that in mind as you're trying to decide whether or not you should summon. If we take a look at this letter again, so I actually made a video over this producer's letter, and I apologize for misleading people on this. I thought when it said characters from the 7th anniversary celebration will show up in this summon, I thought it meant on the actual Dokkan Festival banner. I did not even think twice that the fact of this being said is tied to these Starry Winter Night Tons of Thanks special summon tickets. So I do apologize for misleading any people and getting them hyped up and excited about this. Either way, these Tons of Thanks rainbow tickets right here are going to be some pretty good value, because you have the regular Dokkan Festival banner, and then shortly after that, they're going to release a banner like this right here with the new Vegeta and Trunks on it, featuring the 2 headlining 7th anniversary LR units right here, the God Boys and also the SSJ4s. So those are free summons, and you get those tickets from doing missions, and you get 3 of them. So you get 3 of them from the first login and 18 more by clearing missions. So you get a total of 21 summon tickets. And as you can see right here on the tickets section, so you can use stones if you want on this. So that's a good thing. Okay, so you can use stones if you want on this, but then there's the ticket section where you essentially get 3 free 7-unit multis with the tickets that they're going to provide through missions and also through the login bonus. So keep that in mind as you're trying to decide the summon as well, because you might want to gather these tickets up first, then use them and see what units you get with them, and then determine from there if you want to actually spend stones on this banner. If we take a look at this real quick, from June 30th to July 21st, but then it says right here that the Dragonstone version of this banner with the LRs from the 7th anniversary on the banner is from July 7th to the 29th. And then the ticket version was from July 7th to August 1st. Essentially, it looks like this banner right here releases 7 days after this Dokkan Festival banner. And if that's the case, why would you even summon on this one? The banner overall is not great. I will tell you that. The banner overall is not great. So you might have a chance at pulling these 2 right here. But only if you do not pull them with these Tons of Thanks rainbow tickets first. I would get these first and then maybe do a couple multis on this banner right here, so you can at least get red coins for it. Other than that, I wouldn't go beyond 100 stones on this banner. I know it's the best unit in the game, and they have the best leader skill in this game, but just keep in mind that you have these units, and then you have the potential of Beast Gohan and Orange Piccolo releasing very, very soon. Because if you remember, at the end of this producer's letter, they say among those, a brand new content will come out in mid-December. Now, that could mean a new event that they're trying out, that they've cooked up here, but it could also mean a new celebration that could be going on that introduces the new event, along with Dragon Ball Super superhero content related to Beast Gohan and Orange Piccolo. Also, if you are relatively new to the game, honestly, I would totally skip this banner and just go for the New Year's Step Up banner. That's my thoughts, but I know all this is hype, and you might maybe throw a multi or 2 anyway. That's my suggestion if you are a relatively new player. Wait for the New Year's Step Up banner. At least hold a threshold of 600 Dragon Stones, because that's how many Dragon Stones you're going to need to get through all rotations on the New Year's Step Up banner. This banner right here is going to have the most value for you if you're relatively new to the game and started in the past year or so. And yeah, that's about it. Hope you found this helpful, and I'll catch you on the next one.